All right, here we are, day 7. All right, let's see what we have. Let's see, door number 7 is over here. Ooh, it is a stamp of a gingerbread house. All right, let's see what we're going to do. Okay, so today we have our gingerbread house stamp. It's kind of small. Some of these things in here are kind of tiny. So when I went and picked colors, I did pick ones that I had the illustrators in, because the illustrator nib, I think I've mentioned this before, is a lot smaller than the tri-blends or the classiques. So I'm going to need that smaller nib for coloring this in. So we're going to be making an easel card. Now this one I'm going to make oval, and there is an SVG that will be below if you want to make an oval one and you have the ability to cut one out. But if you don't have a machine that can cut one of this out, I'm going to show you real quick how you can do it with any die you have. So if you just pick a die you have, nesting dies would be good, because then you can make your mat in layers. And all you're going to have to do is cut out 3. Okay, one will be your bottom, one will be the top, and one will be the topper. You'll take the one that's on that, you'll pick one that's going to be the top, and you'll score about a ½ inch down. It's not an exact thing, just score. And then you're going to take some glue. You're going to glue on the tab you made, and you're going to glue that to the top of one of the other squares, or whatever shape it is you've cut out. Okay? And this will work with any card you want to make that you have to attach 2 pieces together. Just put a little flap. And if you don't want to see the flap, you can put it to the back, and then you won't see it. But in this case, we're going to have a topper on the top, and this is going to get folded, so it doesn't make any difference. So then you would, now that you have your card, you would just fold this in half, find your half, whatever that is, and then you would glue your topper on like normal onto the top, and then you'd make a stopper, and you would have an easel card. So you can make an easel card out of any shape, any die you have. All you need is 3. Go about a ½ inch across the top, glue the tab, glue your topper on, go fold that back, glue your topper on. Then you have an easel. So look at your dies and look at your nesting dies and see what you have. I mean, if you have a basket die, really anything you can turn into an easel card. So that's that. So today we are going to be making an oval one. And I know all ovals are different. I don't think any 2 companies make an oval the same size. But this is the SVG that I have on my machine. So what I've done is, this is the 2 pieces together. And then there's a score line halfway down this. And this is going to be a 5x7 card. So this here is 5. So the score line is at 2.5. And then, so there, that's our easel. Then we need the 3rd piece, which will get glued to here. And that will be our basic shape. So the glue goes on here. Match up the top. Oh, I have this turned a little bit. There we go. And that folds down. And there's your basic easel. So on the bottom of this, because this is a gingerbread house, I had one sheet left of the paper from last year. Santa's Helper, I believe it came from. And not Santa's Helper, maybe it is Santa's Helper. I'll list it on the bottom. So this will be on the bottom, and this will go on the top, and then this will be our topper, which we're going to decorate, and this here will be our stopper. All right, so that's where we're headed. So let me put this up here and let that dry a little bit. So now let's bring in our piece that we're going to decorate. So we have this stamp here, which when we put it down takes up about that much space. So what I want to do is I think I'm going to add some of the pieces from door number 1 where we had the mug and the whipped cream and the cookies. I think I'm going to use the candy cane and the cinnamon stick from that. And I'm also, for my sentiment or greeting, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to use the festive knitwear from last year because it has a, where's the stamp? It has a Merry Christmas, which is a good size to put on the stopper here. So that's what we're going to use there. All right, so what I was thinking is if this is here, I was wondering, can I use the cinnamon stick and the candy cane to make it look like a fence going out along the gingerbread house? That's what I was thinking. So that's what we're going to try here. So let me grab my stamping platform. Which I still haven't cleaned it. All right, so let's put this on here. Oh, where'd that come from? Not sure where that red came from. All right, so this will be in the middle. And then I want to line up the fence with the bottom of the house here. And then this will be over here. And then we can start making our fence. So let's see. Let's pick it up. I'm going to use the Gina K ink again. And like I've said before, this ink is good for alcohol, watercolors, or colored pencils. So it's a good catch-all ink for anything. So if you decide you want to do something a little different on part of it, you're okay. You're not going to smear anything. Just a corner there. All right. I think that will be all right. It's not too big. All right, so we're going to take our stamp, take this off. That over here. Then we will, again, let's say we'll place this here. And we'll place this one here. We'll pick it up. Stamp it. All right, so now we need to go on the other side. So we'll start over here. And we'll go here. we'll do 2 more. Okay. Now let's pull this off. Put this to the side. Grab my scrap paper. Not that side. Let's color in the candy canes. All right, I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So this one I started with the second piece. So I'm going to start with the second piece on this one. All right, now for the, let's see, cinnamon sticks. That's probably a good color. Just going to put a little shading in the gingerbread there. I mean, not the gingerbread, the cinnamon sticks. So now let's start working on the house. So I also have a green. So the candy canes are going to be red and white. Let's do green around this door. And this is so tiny. Yeah, that is very, very tiny. Let's see, we'll make the door panel green. Let's see. So candy canes will be red and white. All right, so let's see. We have the roof. And the candy around. All right, let me see. I think I want to make the candy alternating between red and green. But I'm going to do one color at a time. In case I lose track and color the wrong one, then I'll just color them all red. I'll fill in with the green. Okay, so there's that. So let's make the heart red. We'll make the top part green. Let's chimney. Let's make the chimney red. Oh, there's candies across the top. All right, so let's see. Let's make the door this lightest color. We'll color in for the inside. All right, so that leaves us, let's see. I guess the dark color, which is tan 4. All right, the roof. I think I want to make the roof a little bit darker, so I am going to grab an earth brown. All right. Now that's colored. Now before I do the snow, I want to make sure this is going to look right. So I have my 0.05 art liner. Maybe I want something a little thicker. Let's see. Yeah, I think I want the thicker one. All right. So this is the 05 art liner. And I am just going to freehand a line. So it looks like this is a fence. Kind of copying the fence behind my house. I have a farm behind my house. Let's make sure I come across here evenly. Be a sparkle pen. Then we're going to put some sparkle down here so it looks like ice. Let's see, looks like this ran a little bit over here. I think that's making it worse. I have a white gel pen. I'll cover that up. There we go. That's better. All right, so now we have this, and we should probably do something with the sky. So we need something really light blue. All right, let's go in with some Oasis. Really, really light. Just so we have a little bit of different, so we can see where the sky is versus where the ground is. There we go. That's really all it needed. There. That makes it look like it's on a hill. All right. Now let's bring in our base. It's had time to dry. All right, so that will go like this. So this is going to go on here. I know they call it baby blue, but it's gray. It is absolutely gray. I think this ink pad is drying out too. All right, I think that's good. All right, so let's bring this in. Bring this in. Glue on the back of this. And then if you were using a set of nesting dies, you would just go down one or two nests of the dies in the set to make your mat and layers, and that would be, you know, completely up to your choice of how much border you wanted to leave. Okay, that really does look like a fence. All right, all we have left is our topper. So let's bring in the stamping platform again. Put this up here. Move everything out of the way. All right, so let's see how much real estate we have here to work with. Actually, I'm going to turn this way. Because this, I measured this to go the length of the 5x7. So let's put this on here straight. So we want, oh, Merry Christmas is in 2 different words. All right. Wow, it's pretty close for the center. All right, so if we have Merry Christmas, and I was thinking, let's see, do we want to put a candy cane on each side? Because it would go that way, but then on this side it would be here. We don't have a mirror image. So I'd have to put them, I don't know if I like that. All right, let's go with the holly. We'll put a holly on this side, and then we'll stamp it a second time and put the holly on the other side. All right, so now that it's all lined up, I'll flip it back this way. And we'll stamp it all up. There we go. All right, so now let's take this off, put it on this side. Take the Merry and the Christmas off. Take my sand eraser here. There we go. All gone. All right, just pull this off. Put this to the side. So now we need the green. And we need the red. We come back and touch up the green. All right, and this, you know what, I'm going to edge this also in the blue. What's left on here. I know they call it baby blue, but to me it looks gray. There we go. Done. Glue this on here. Uh-oh. find part of my hand that's not inky. All right, we will need foam for this. And I am going to use the thicker foam. Use 2 strips. Yeah, part of it didn't come off. There you go. All right, bring our card back in. So this will go halfway up the card. See if I can clean some of this off. That's better. All right. Burnish that with my nail. So there we go. There's a little card. Like I said, you can use any shaped die that you have. It can really be anything. Flower pot, pretty much anything. Nesting dies are great because then it makes it easy to do the mat and layers. And you can just cut your stopper in any shape you want to. All right, let me move the camera so you can see it a little bit better. All right, so there it is. There's our oval easel card using the contents of door number 7, and we also used the contents of door number 1 for the holly and for making our little fence here. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you look at your dies and see which ones you can make in the shaped easel cards. And I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you come back tomorrow to see what's in the next door. Till then, stay crafty.